Hey guys, in this game, I had the nuts. I had a 5 drop on turn 5 as a triple on turn 4, giving me a 5 drop on 5, and I whiffed. Normally, a 5 drop on 5 is just insane tempo. Luckily, I ended up getting bailed out by having Token of the Old Gods as my lesser trinket selection, and this made it extremely easy to get early 6 drops, and really ended up bailing out my whiff. 6 drops right now allow you to remain very adaptable. Specifically, Amalgam and Atrocity being all tribe minions, they make it very easy to flex into multiple tribes. And Amalgam specifically lets you keep your early game minions longer due to them getting the more consistent buffs. This is especially strong in mech lobbies where you'll be buffing the 1 drop Divine Shields. In my mid game, I ended up using turns 6 through 9 ish to just use Token of the Old Gods to find these 6 drop flexible minions and really just tried to use them to create a stable board. You don't necessarily want to commit to a comp with just your lesser trinket, but instead you should be looking for comp enablers and scale your board. This is really easy with the two I mentioned 6 drops, Amalgam and Atrocity, as they scale off of you just playing into multiple comps. Additionally, this gave the maximum chances of finding a greater trinket that could be used to play into for direction. I kind of made the assumption that with Token of the Old Gods, I can find and play into essentially any 6 drop consistently. This is why you'll notice in the mid game, I ended up taking a couple 4 drops like Raptor to enable a lot of the Death Rattle Beast comps, and Slipper Slider to enable most of the Naga or Menagerie comps. Finally, on my board, with its scaling, I was able to play most of the mechs or Divine Shields, and just generating mechs off of the spell is what I ended up playing into the most, and that was why on turn 9 I ended up taking Fridge Magnet as my greater trinket choice. The choices I had were Dishware, Spellbook, the Magnet, and Chess Set, and really all of them were pretty reasonable choices. However, like I said, my game plan with the Token of the Old Gods was I should take the most direction to finding greater trinket, and that would be Fridge Magnet in this choice. Like I said, they were all pretty reasonable choices, but because we already had some of the Death Rattle signatures, we already had some magnetics going, and there was a utility drone in the shop, Fridge Magnet definitely became the most obvious direction for me to go. Additionally, this played more onto the whole Old Gods Trinket original plan because I could use Token of the Old Gods to find beatboxers and give a very solid endgame comp. Finding beatboxers early with Token of the Old Gods honestly wouldn't have been that great of a play because I didn't have good magnetic generation. However, Fridge Magnet solved that problem and made it so taking the beatboxers would make a lot more sense. I guess one of the key points I kind of want to point out here is lesser trinkets don't need to be directional defining for you. Sometimes with ones like Lesser Alliance Keychain, they can end up baiting you into playing a comp that's just not enabled. Something like playing into dragons, but then never finding the Terragosa or Poet. You end up just with a really bad dragon board. Instead, try using lesser trinkets as a means to stabilize in the mid game. Lesser Alliance Keychain, if you taunt a big minion, is a good way to stabilize your mid game without necessarily playing into the dragons. Some of my best games, the lesser trinket ends up doing absolutely nothing for my board. However, they enabled me to tier up earlier and find direction dividing cards, and then just sell out of that lesser trinket comp. Additionally, this is a bit of a reflection of how bad it was for me to do the 5 drop on 5. If I didn't find Token on the Old Gods this game, I probably would have gotten a bot 4. But so, yes, I did get bailed out. However, in hindsight, for the future, it probably would have been a better play to just freeze and then triple the next turn. If I froze it in the shop, I could have played a stronger turn 5 board and then played into the lesser trinket on those turns 6 through 9. Just for a little bit of gameplay reflection type tips, I wanted to do a shout out for a video I did a couple weeks ago on a stacking guide as just prep for people saying I should have done magnetic stacking if that's kind of going to be called out. I did do it a couple times. I think I ended up getting 2 or 3 stacks one turn, but I was a bit unlucky in this game where I didn't get a lot of the reborn magnetics and made it so I ended up just getting less magnetics during the game because there's less stuff dying, obviously. Like I said, I did get a couple of the stacks off though, and really I didn't want to finish a board with the magnetic on, specifically because on turn 12 I think I was at like 10 health for the rest of the game, and it's just risky playing one of those minions on your board at such low health. Really, the pitfall of the magnetic comps is they're hard to get going, and the synergy between Token of the Old Gods, the mid-game stabilization, and having a Death Rattle board that was able to play Fridge Magnet was really the only way that I was able to play into this comp. Anyways, I hope this gets a little bit of a lesson for how you should be playing and thinking about your lesser trinkets. Use them as tempo. Don't necessarily use them to get baited into a comp. I think there's really two exceptions to lesser trinkets that are truly defining, and that's Bleeding Heart, which is the like Avenge 7 play and get a undead minion, and then the Deathly Phylactery, which makes your first death rattle proc twice. Those are truly like game breaking type effects and are worth playing into. Otherwise, every other lesser trinket really can just be a tempo thing for you. I would also point out that I think because those are defining, I would highly recommend Blizzard to make them greater trinkets instead, but that's outside this game and outside the video. Obviously, if you have a core comp, you want to play into that, and I guess the mindset that I've been having a lot more is I'm trying to play flexibly until I have my greater trinket, unless I have one of those core comps. And that's just kind of been the theory crafting that I've been doing and has seemed to be working the best for me. So hopefully this gives a good example of, I guess, how you can play into putting off those game defining decisions until you have more information. So good luck out there. Good luck on your climbs. See ya.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's facts. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.